Utopia Project.
Sponsored by Liberty Slice Co. Authentic New York pizza.
Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project. This is a place where we ponder the perfect little planet and then we chat with people about what is the perfect world for them. I'm Chunky T and I'm joined each and every week by Jak Magic.
Hello.
The permanent Sharpy.
It's me.
And working behind the scenes is producer Vorney.
Wagwan massive.
Wagwan crew. Are we all good, boys?
I'm not so bad.
Yeah?
Recovering from the illness.
Yeah, you're getting there. I think I'm getting I woke up today with a bit of a scratchy throat.
Yeah.
And I'm, yeah.
Well,
not
hopefully it
enjoying
doesn't last too long because it was fucking grim.
Yeah. Are you all right?
I'm pretty good.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Have we got a Utopian sponsor?
We do have a Utopian sponsor.
You did, have you put it on that card?
You got it, mate.
Yeah, I did it secret.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right then. The Utopia Project this week is sponsored by... What we put? Dirty Rotten Tin Bastard.
It is. This week, the Utopia Project is sponsored by Dirty Rotten Tin Bastard. Remember the Tin Man off of Wurzel Gummidge? No, the geezer with the yellow road.
Oh,
What's it called?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, that's the one.
Gummidge.
Yeah, he was mad. He was mad about stuff because he didn't have some things, and he was trying to make himself better. Well, now you too can make yourself better by having this bloke and paying him to come and be a dirty rotten tin bastard to you.
Sticking it up.
Yeah, you pay him. He turns up, gives you some shit, and you go, actually, my life ain't as bad as yours because you're a very angry little tin man, or as other people might call it, you're a dirty rotten tin bastard. Yeah, he does that, makes you feel better about yourself. It's pretty cheap, so it just depends how bad you feel about yourself.
Excuse me, Jack.
Yeah.
Are you recording
What?
on OBS?
No.
Good spot. Should we start that
I
again?
don't know whether to.
Tell you what, let's carry on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I could do some editing and now we have visual, everybody. Carry on, Jack.
Oh, so he was doing audio.
Yeah, audio was going.
Well, yeah, so it was just Dirty Rotten Tin Bastard. Depends how the subscription varies on how bad you feel about yourself and how much you want to feel good about yourself. So if you need a lot of changing, it's a lot of money. If you only need a bit of feeling better about yourself, it's just a bit of money. So there's no discounts because it does vary, price changes. But yeah, sign up today, dirtyrottentinbastard.com/make me feel better about myself because you're a dirty rotten tin bastard. Thanks.
Like that. It'd been really good if we could have seen some of it.
Yeah, real good.
Apologies, boys. That's my fuck up. But
Rookie
we're
mistake.
here live and in your
Direct.
face now. I like that, Jack.
No problem. Thank you.
Working through some things, I think. Yeah.
No, just I'll be honest, I forgot I was doing sponsor and that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Lies, because that's the first thing that popped in your head. Working through some shit.
What?
I know what it means.
He said he's not
then.
working through some shit, but he said it's the first thing that popped into his head, so that's got to be subconsciously
Yeah.
working on some shit.
Yeah, working some shit.
Yeah.
I
Technically,
don't know
isn't
what I'd
that?
be working on, but alright.
Technically, isn't that Chunk that was thinking that because he said it, not Jack.
No, Jack did the sponsor.
No, but Chunk went. Oh, you're going through some things, mate.
I'm always going through something.
I'm not explaining it anymore.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean now. Now we've got to it. Yeah, we've all got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, now it is time for.
Jeremy Club.
Late there, weren't we?
Yeah, I don't got an earpiece.
Jeremy
Guess-
Club.
Oh, okay, mate. Right, boys, we've got In or Bin.
Yes.
For those who haven't watched or listened before, what we do with In or Bin is we have something to ponder and we decide whether it's in or out of Utopia. We have a listener's letter to go through.
Nice.
So if you do at home want to send in an in or bin, listenersletter.com. This is from Dave in Lincoln. Hi boys, I think we need a law in Utopia that allows us to battle or duel our neighbours with zero consequences.
Ooh.
My neighbour keeps putting his rubbish in my wheelie bin, even though I've spoken to him and his wife about it multiple times. I think being able to take the law into my own hands would be the only solution. What do you reckon?
Easy.
What?
Done.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you...
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
Can I sometimes my bin is a bit too full. And I will admit, at about 2:00 in the morning when it's bin night, I'll go around the bins and put some extra bags in the other bins.
On bin night?
On bin night, yeah.
I can accept that.
Yeah.
But doing it like the day after bin day.
Oh, God, no. I'd never dream of doing that.
Which I assume is maybe what this is about. Because you wouldn't know, would you?
No.
If you put your bin
That's
out
my thinking.
for being collected tomorrow, and someone adds to it, and then it gets collected, then that you would never know.
And when all the bins are out, the street collectively has an amount of rubbish to be collected, don't they?
Yeah.
If one person has too much and the other one has not enough, we then have this much spare space throughout collectively our street bins. Mm-hmm. So that space might as well be used.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, I always got told by my parents in that, no, if you put something in the wrong bin, they'll come and they will take your eyeballs out. Right?
Where do you live?
Well, in a paranoid household, apparently.
Yeah.
What I did. From what I've realised is if you have your bins full and you put some more bags of rubbish in, they just take it with them.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, if you just put a black bag next to your bin,
They'll take it.
I've done that a few times, but I do feel bad.
Cardboard's the best.
Do you know why
one.
that is?
Why?
Because generally the bloke who's emptying the bin, who's getting paid £5 an hour, doesn't give a fuck.
No.
If it'll get lobbed in his lorry, he will lob it in his lorry.
When I used to live up near you, up top of the hill, they were real particular about the likes of what was in what bin, recycling bin and all that. Whereas where I live now, I just put whatever shit in any bin, really.
See, I started off like that. I started very much, no, like my housemate John, I was like, no, it's got to be in this bin, it's got to be in that bin. And now I look and I'm like, oh, that's just wrong, that. But then it all disappears.
Equally,
I'm big for recycling, you know. Amy's all about that. We've got a recycling bin and a normal bin in the kitchen, and she'll put any old plastic in the recycling. And I'm like, no, certain plastics aren't recyclable. Stop putting it in there.
You know, when
Film
I found
off
out,
the packet, not recyclable. The plastic packet, recyclable. Bin it properly, man.
Depends.
You know when I found that
out? If you read the thing,
just let a man speak.
Sorry.
I don't care anymore. I was just going to say, it was like last week I found out that you can't recycle some plastics.
Yeah.
So I put it in the and they're like, can't do that. I'm like, behave, mate.
Pizza boxes can't go in there either.
Recyclable. And they're like, no, it's not. I'm like, are you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pizza boxes can't go in.
What?
Pizza boxes can't go in the recycling.
Yeah, see, I put them in recycling because it's a bit of a grey area. I'm never sure enough.
Pizza boxes?
No, if they've got grease on them.
Grease on them.
Well, that's every pizza box.
I know, so it's not recyclable.
I've done a lot of
dry cardboard is.
So you got dry your cardboard?
Dry your cardboard,
mate. I did it exactly the same.
Dry your cardboard. I know it's full of grease, but some recycling centres don't like it.
Got to go away now.
There's too much plastic in the sea. Dry your cardboard.
You've got to put it in general. It's over.
General waste.
You know.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of different things too. You need to reassess the rules, read the rules, because there's a lot of more rules with recycling. Anyway, what they're asking here anyway is if off the back of it, because they're not really asking about the bins, are they? They're asking about
the dueling.
If they can go and beat their neighbour up with
no, they don't beat them up. They duel them. Are we talking though duels like pow, 10 paces, shoot you with a musket duel, or I slap you with my gauntlet and challenge you to a swords duel?
They're both a bit weird, aren't they?
Yeah. I would be more inclined to do a sword duel.
I just think it's a slippery slope before at the Second Amendment. These are my guns. I can protect my fucking life and house however I want. Situation, Dave.
What about if it's swords though? Because that's like a sword.
Yeah, that's easy, mate.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, I know. Don't shoot.
You know what I mean?
Does it end in death though?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Over a couple of like bacon packets.
The problem is,
or until one of you gives up.
the problem is, my next door neighbour's a sweet old lady. There's no competition. I'm ending her.
Exactly. Yeah. So she needs to stick to
it wrong.
She needs to stick
it wrong.
I challenge you to a duel. She'd be like, please no. And I'm like, it's the law. And then she fucking gets battered.
No,
Judith.
No, because that's only if she enters the duel. She can just forfeit immediately, can't she?
But you might get some bullying.
No, but then she doesn't need to die. She then just needs to basically sacrifice her right to the argument.
Yeah, but you could go up to her and go, Judith, give me everything you've got. Well, I don't want to do that. Duel then. Well, I'm not going to win, am I? Well, we're back at stage one, aren't we? Give me everything you've got.
I suppose whether... I mean, it's not really acceptable at all.
Well, no, but I think
especially not for something like the bins.
It's to settle a dispute,
Can I fight
isn't it?
you about that? No.
No.
Really, yeah.
It's more for a moral high ground, isn't it, than a death?
How do you win a moral high ground?
Duel them and win.
No, but
Chop the legs off.
So you start a duel. The winner is the person who gets the moral high ground. I don't know how we get from the beginning.
Yeah, the
to
loser's
end.
the one who gets killed.
Yeah, right,
loser.
okay. So it is dead.
Maybe.
Why is
Depends how
them
far
on
the
a
duel
high ground?
goes.
Is some one of them stood on a wall?
Yeah, that's one.
What's happened there?
So, Judith, I have the moral high ground.
How did you get up there?
I'm seeing Judith as Obi-Wan Kenobi now. It's just making me laugh.
Don't try it.
You're supposed to destroy the recycling, not join it.
You're supposed to destroy the bin men, not join them.
I hate you.
I guess
I think 3, 2, 1 in up in, then we'll.
I want to dissect a bit more, actually. So before we in up, right? What's the real problem here? Is this getting real angry about some rubbish and that?
Yeah.
So,
Dave,
long and short, rubbish keeps going in his bin from next door.
That isn't his.
It isn't his. He's told them, can you not do that? They've obviously gone, yeah, no worries, and then done it anyway.
They've lied.
do they know it's them to
I was
begin
going to say it's
with?
Christmas time.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
Recycling at all.
Recycle your waste.
Stop milking this joke, man.
Been put it in.
I think we're focusing on
It's a
the wrong
sing-along
thing.
episode.
This is what I'm saying. It's been shrouded in horrible songs.
I'll be honest with you, I've just started doing karaoke.
My chair's going.
I thought you smacked your head on that shit. Oh.
I think we're losing. We're going through the weeds a bit. The actual part that we should be focusing on is: should you be allowed to challenge your neighbour for duels? Doesn't mean
To settle civil disputes.
civil disputes. This was just an example of one civil dispute.
Okay. So what? When we say a duel, are we?
Is it to
Right,
death?
we're back at the beginning now.
Oh,
This is what I said.
I'm
Is it guns or swords?
Right. Let's go guns.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's...
with real bullets and that, or like pepper bullets?
But to be fair, I'd rather be shot than stabbed. No.
I'd rather be shot and stabbed. Stabbing's supposed to be horrific.
If
I
it's
think
to
shooting's
death,
pretty bad and all.
Yeah, well, hopefully I won't remember it.
On account of recent events.
is
I
it to,
mean, morally.
all
Yeah,
I-
but then
all
you
I
also
need-
on account of recent events. Stabbing's not good either, is it?
All I need to know is it to the death? Are you allowed to kill this person?
Maybe...
Unless they yield.
What about a fencing duel? So it's not violent.
Sportage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
On guard.
And then the law is whoever wins, you have to
Yeah.
settle
they
that
win.
dispute.
I like that because it's like I like the idea of fencing, very more, and
Or a
it's
thumb
not
war.
death.
In the instance of the bins, it doesn't matter if Dave wins because they're just going to do it again anyway.
Oh yeah, good point.
So
Fencing it
death is the only option.
If there was a law in place that you're physically not allowed to do that thing again after a duel and then commit that offence, then there can go to prison.
Death.
That's where it should be.
Yeah. We
Oh,
duelled
implanted.
about this and he's carried on doing it.
Yeah, the duel is the problem solver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after
Yeah.
that, it's like
After that, if
yeah.
he's a repeat offender of the thing that he was initially initiated over the duel,
Head
he
blown
goes to
off.
prison. I had blown off, all right.
Is that a little bit like what is it when people skip going to court or something, and it's like no, straight to jail. Do not pass go.
Do not collect £200.
Exactly.
Mm.
No one got £200 on the way to jail anyway, did they?
I don't get £200 for not going to jail. I've done that for like 30 years so far.
You haven't passed go yet, that's why.
That's what I mean.
But this is all gone wrong. Bins are just sorted. The karaoke session's complete.
Yeah.
We aren't playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
In or bin, boys. We'll go round because the trouble is when we do it all together, in and bin sound.
Did you
phonetically
change
quite
it though?
similar.
Because I was up for fencing. What was what in or bin? I need a clear definition of what it is.
Or bin on the law that to settle civil matters, it will be a fencing duel. Repeat offenders will be sentenced to death and or prison, depending on what happened. Jack, in or bin?
In.
Sharpy, in or bin?
In.
That's in then.
Unanimous.
Just out of interest, what was yours?
It's in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted this to be more severe than that, really. I wanted to blow each other's fucking heads off. I'm not working for anything. Anyway, now it is time for...
It's too far.
Wrong button.
It's time of that.
Great.
We need to stop recording late, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. It's time for Thunderdome, boys. For those who haven't watched or listened before, what we do with Thunderdome is I give the boys a job that is available in Utopia, and you guys will bring a candidate for that job, and I will decide who gets the job. It'll be a celebrity or a character. This week we are doing gardener. Kept it simple.
Yeah.
Just want a utopian gardener. He's got to potter around in his little van and go, do you want your lawn doing for you, do you? And then, yeah.
Little gardener.
Jack, do you want to go first?
Can do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get about a minute or so to talk about it. Time starts now.
I've gone for this bloke because he is top class gardener already. He is the friendly face among gardening. I would love to have him come do my garden and just have a brew with him. I think he'd be sick. He is part of the ultimate team, but he is leader of the ultimate team. He's like the blue face man in Power Rangers, but for gardening. And
Actually,
he
not the blue one's not leader.
same shit. But yeah, he's absolute top bloke, real good with gardening, knows all about plants and grass and stuff to tell you what is the best thing for your garden, what will flower when. He's just top, all-round top professional. He's
a force.
He is. He's a force to be reckoned. He's the ground force to be reckoned with, and he is the leader of it. Stood in a bush. It's Alan Titchmarsh.
It's Alan Bloody Titchmarsh.
Alan Bloody Titchmarsh.
He's horrible.
What do you mean?
I'm with Sharpy here. You said friendly face.
I did
chose this picture.
I did pick a creepy picture
That
because
is
I thought
the
that's just him
creepiest.
stood in a bush.
Oh. Well, it looks like he's got his eyes off different people.
He did.
Look at that.
He wouldn't have to settle in a duel.
Alan Frankenmarsh.
Yeah, the civil dispute was, can I have your eyes? And then he had a duel with him.
He looks like if my Uncle Kev went wrong.
If anyone who don't know, Google Sharpy's Uncle Kev.
He ain't
And
nowhere
you'll
on
be
the
in on the
internet,
joke.
Did Alan Titchmarsh have a duel and only win half the eyes?
Yeah.
mate. It's not right. Well, then his nose is taking a detour to the right eye.
Right. We're not here to discuss looks.
Alan Titchmarsh is the best.
Not the best looking, good at gardening.
Yeah.
Well, not apart from this
He's
foliage.
a troll in the bush, all right?
This is what we're going for, wasn't it? The best gardener.
There's something creepy about his second name as well. Titsmarsh.
Titch.
Titch. Like Titch. Small. Titch
Ah,
Marsh.
sounds like tits.
Little marsh. Little boggy grassland.
Titty Marsh.
He is a good gardener. But actually...
He is head
that was a natural, actually.
Yeah,
that was.
he's head gardener of the Ground Force team.
He's a good...
He is leader man, and he has got a settling voice to talk to you about plants.
He is the supervisor of the gardeners.
Mm-hmm.
On Ground Force, didn't do that much gardening.
He organised the whole lot, sorted out the plan.
I want a gardener, not a manager.
He is the face of Ground Force.
Okay. He's got the credentials.
Exactly.
He's got the credentials.
And he does a lot of holding plants and talking about them and telling you why they're good.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's necessarily what you want from a gardener.
No, but you need the knowledge.
No, because that's why you've paid a gardener. Like...
He does do a lot of doing, though. Just like potting up bedding plants and stuff. Yeah. He's an old man now, isn't he? You've got to he does a program now where he just sat in a shed talking to people about gardening and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharpy?
Yeah, I know. I've never seen him in my life.
It's probably a little bit before your time.
I don't like him in the bushes.
Ground
but
force.
yeah, I've got a
your
fella.
time starts now.
Here we go. This guy would make an excellent gardener. I don't know where I've gone with that.
He's got a job.
Sam. There we go. Due to the dexterity of his work with blades, this chap has a keen eye for art and foliage. He is a gentle and peaceful soul, which is why I think it'd be good qualities in gardening and that. He is a quick worker, no messing about, and not sacrificing quality due to his artisanal flair. This guy has speed, quality work, and is approachable character, regardless of his gothic Halloween look, but people love that shit anyway. And one of my favourite points is the fact he doesn't look professional, alright?
Right.
Doesn't look professional, be like, no, not professional. But what he is fucking good at what he does. He's approachable, nice guy, and he does good quality work really quick. It is Edward Scissorhands.
Oh. He does not look approachable.
He's a nice guy.
No, he's got...
He looks like a murderer.
We keep drilling down on these gardener's looks. That's not why we're here,
no.
boys. I know he's got Sharpie's hair.
But one of the selling things... one of the selling points is he's approachable. He does not look... I would avoid him.
I didn't say approachable.
Yeah, he did.
When?
I would cross the road. If he was in my garden, I wouldn't tell him what bush I wanted. I would leave.
He's an approachable character regardless of his gothic Halloween look. Because actually in the film, everyone's like, he's like Sam Bloke.
Could you refresh me memory about the film? Because I thought he was a hairdresser.
Yeah, but he did some bushes and that in it. But also, I'm not supposed to pick a gardener for this. Somebody that doesn't garden, like that tit fella.
Right.
Hold on.
So he was a hairdresser, but he did a couple of bushes for him.
Tempers are rising. I'm going to interview Sharpie now. Look at him. There he is.
There's in his bushes.
He's building bush people.
I don't know. He looks qualified for that job.
I think he's just making friends, literally.
Right.
I like his slacks.
Right. right, boys. Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
I like this option.
Yes.
Because it's slightly unorthodox.
I thought this would be an obvious one.
No, because what I'm thinking on a broader scale of gardening is, yes, he's great for cutting the bushes.
Got him down.
If he's going to try and pot up some plants or maybe build some trellis or put some fences in, he's got scissors for hands.
Yeah, but
there is that.
The only thing he can definitely do is cut things. He can't like do a patio, can he? Like,
are you going to tell him?
Probably not.
Good job, Edward.
That's the downfall we have
Yeah,
here.
true. You might have a mate. I don't know.
I didn't want a bush. Not a problem. I'll pull it out.
I didn't want a bush shaped like 3 children. Hold on, look at. Oh, did you not? I just wanted my bush trimmed, mate.
I thought he was putting new decking down for me, Edward.
Yeah.
No, this is what I do.
Edward, can you just
I'm just making friends.
Edward, can you just sign this bit of paper to say that? Oh wait, you can't. You can't handle a pen.
Yeah. How's he driving his van there?
How's he?
How do you know?
Every time you pass him a check to pay the bill, he's just going to slice it in half.
That's not your
It's a
problem.
nightmare for him.
He's fine. He knows
his van's
yeah,
had nothing but flat tyres because every time he changes it, he pops it's the new one.
It's not best guy that can drive a van.
But this is the parts of the job that are included.
You're going to pass him a check for payment, and he's going to go snip. Oh,
I feel like
can you
I
write
want to
another
retrain
one?
as the only gardener without a van now to prove you can do it.
It's like the famous window cleaning.
Wait, to be fair,
go back to episode fucking 5 of season 1 when Sharpy was going to be a window cleaner.
To be fair to him, he ain't got to take. Doesn't need a van. His tools are built in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a plus.
You just get a cab.
So,
I didn't realise how much he likes looking at tits.
right, boys, let's pull it back in. So, It's not often we do this.
Yeah.
You're both going to get a point.
Oh.
Because
It's
Alan
bullshit.
Titchmarsh...
This is.
Alan Titchmarsh is going to drive the van.
Yeah.
He's going to manage the operation.
When did
And
draws
Edward-
come in? Last
and
time he said
Edward's-
no draws.
I'm in charge. Do what I like. This is the only solution. Otherwise, you're both sacked and you don't get any points. You want the point, don't you?
I'm desperate for points. You seen how far that cunt is
To
in
be
front of me?
fair, I was away for a week and I came and I saw those scores. I was like, what happened? How did Sharpy pull the lead that much?
Exactly.
I did some shit.
So basically, what Chunk's saying, Jack, is that this
Draw.
This just didn't need to happen. This
Yeah,
whole
you know
event.
what? You know what? Keep your fucking point.
Okay, Sharpy,
Yes!
Sharpy, you win.
I'm fucking doubled
I'm
up. now.
not having Alan Titchmarsh drive the van for some
Right.
cunt with scissors.
No, I
So-
didn't want him driving the van either.
Edward Scissorhands
Weird thing is,
can get you the job, but he does
Yeah.
need to bring a supervisor as well. So he's going to be on the...
I feel like it's
like
like
next week's Thunderdome, and we're going to do find the garden
Go- go on the
supervisor.
supervisor. I think it'd be one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, you talk to me. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He's the talent, all right? Don't worry about that. And then it's just like everything is liaised through him and whatnot. It's like I'm his manager. And he's,
I do like the combo, Jack, of the two. So I think don't just
Last opportunity
Don't-
to keep the
don't
point.
cut your nose off to spite your
Before
face.
you
Take
go
the
one
point.
behind.
Ah, excuse the pun.
Oh, yeah, well, excuse the pun. Yeah.
I'll cut Edward's fingers off.
I mean, because Edward is the talent. He'd be able to, and then you got Titmarsh fucking.
He'll make
holding
it
him out.
more approachable, won't he? Because he'll just be like, he can go do the quotes,
Yeah.
and he can like be like, organise it. But as I've said, the flaw with him is that he just presented the show really, and just went, these plants are good.
But he organised
well,
Charlie
fucking-
Dimmock and
yeah.
Tommy Fury or whatever his name
No,
was
Tommy
to
Walsh.
come and do it.
Tommy Walsh.
He came and beat all the plants into submission, didn't he?
They did the work, and he potted about going, it's good, this is.
Charlie was
I'm
like,
king of ground.
Charlie was like, look, we've got these trees because they'll go really well in here. And Tommy's going, oh, get in fucking holes. And the trees just jump in themselves.
I wish I knew any of this.
Yeah.
He's made up, mate. He's
Oh, is it?
completely made it up. I
Just
was
give your
try-
point back.
Get,
I thought
you
you
have
were
your
nice.
point back.
Begrudgingly taking my fucking point back.
Fucking
There
you
you go.
give in. You
Don't let that lead get further.
I'll catch him. He can't run real fast with them scissors hands.
Right, we need a breather and then get the guest on.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's calm it down and come back with a serious attitude, shall we?
Serious business.
See you after this advert.
Bye.
Utopia Project.
Hi guys, a quick word from our sponsor, Liberty Slice Co. Based in the heart of Lincoln City Centre, all of their pizzas are handcrafted on site using their special secret recipe of cheese blends and ingredients inspired by the famous New York slice.
An average pizza slice, Jack.
No, it is not, Sharpie. Whether it's a full 20-inch pizza pie or cheeky single slice, Liberty Slice provides some of the best pizza out there. Now, I hear you say monthly specials. Have they got any monthly specials, Sharpie?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Jack. They do have a monthly special on this month, and it's the Bada Bing pizza, inspired by The Sopranos. It includes meatballs, pepperoni, fennel, salami, grilled red peppers, and onion, and of course, their signature sauce and secret cheese blend. Get yours now over at Just Eat, Deliveroo, or visit the service window on Corporation Street in Lincoln.
Liberty Slice Co. Authentic New York pizza.
That's good.
Utopia Project.
Welcome back to the show. If you're enjoying today's episode, then do consider joining our Patreon. You can get it for as little as £1 a month. You can get yourself 48-hour early access to everything that we do. That is all of our specials, our vlogcasts, our episodes that are uncut, unadulterated. Still don't really know what that word means, but I say it every week. And you get exclusive little episodes and discounts on merch and loads of little bits and bobs. If you can sign up to that, we'd be eternally grateful. Anyway, in the studio this week, it's Matt Wright.
Hi.
How you doing, mate?
I'm very well. How
Yeah.
are you guys doing?
We're doing... Oh, well, I'm doing splendid. How are you doing, Sharpie?
Marvellously well.
Yeah?
I'm very good.
Good.
Excellent.
You've been a busy boy.
I have been busy. Yes, I am busy. Yes.
24 feet of paper?
25.
25. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, show off.
50 in total, 25 one side, 25 the other. It'll be.
Yeah. And that's going to be of the Bailgate.
I'm drawing all of the Bailgate building by building to scale, all down one side on one sheet, and then back up the other side.
That's mental.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's either that or watch Netflix every night. So I got to find something to do in my life, right?
I suppose that's a little bit more productive.
What's your process with that? So do you just tend to like photograph each building, or like how do you?
Yeah, what I do is I'll go out into Lincoln. I'll sort of photograph the building. As you say, I'll kind of move along the building and get a couple of different perspectives, because the drawing is going to shift with each building. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That's the perspective shift. So I'll take the photos back to the studio, take a couple of measurements of the photo to scale it down. And then once I've got that basic outline, I just start drawing, and then, do that with each building, going along one by one, and hope that it all looks good at the end.
Yeah. What got you into doing the buildings? Was it, you got like a bit of a sort of, I don't know, hankering for buildings, a lust for buildings.
It's an interesting question. I guess what's the quick answer? When I started drawing, I always enjoyed drawing architecture, and a lot of it came from the medieval art that I really loved, like woodcuts and things. When about 5 years ago, I made some children's books, and a lot of the illustrations had architecture in the background. And that was the part that I really enjoyed. So then I moved on to drawing buildings, and then people less illustrative and more representational of what they look like. And then people started asking me to draw their houses, their favorite pub, their wedding venues. And from there grew a small business, and that became my job. And then I started taking on more personal projects, like drawing, the whole of Lincoln, or drawn like the Summer Isle, the Wicker Man, drawn all the different buildings from that. Like I did the pub crawl last year, and now I'm doing this one now, which is, I guess, an extension of those. So it's something bigger, but within the same vein.
The pub crawl. Mm-hmm. I've spent too long at his house. He's got a copy of it.
Yeah.
And an official one. He wanted a snide one.
Yeah, I didn't just. Yeah.
That's a snide one.
Print it out.
I think that's when you know you've made it. If you've got snide copies on the internet of your
it's like people outside your house. So get your merch. Get your merch.
If that's the case, then I got a snide one.
Yeah. But just picking them out, and I don't know why, because I think me and you have always had a weird love of like maps and.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is that it's like, I suppose it is scale, isn't it? And I don't know why, but I'm really like, I don't want to build them myself, but like I'm infatuated with anything that's like a scale model, because I'm like, that's just a tiny version of the real one.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I like it. A mate of mine got a model railway, and it's got loads of little tiny buildings on it that are all really like hyper detailed. And I was like, that's fucking sick. That. I don't know why, but it's cool.
I think it's men of a certain age need a hobby that's intricate. Something to focus their minds that takes it away from impending death, which is where we're all headed. And I think as you get older, it's, and this is mine.
Yeah.
And that's yours, I guess.
I don't know whether the borrowers did it for me.
What, in what way, Jack?
As in, because not like that. Not like, they really do
those
it for me.
little ladies.
Yeah. But no, as in like things that are big, things that are small being big to you, if that makes sense.
What was it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, when they ride on a wasp or an ant and stuff. Great, that was mental. I was just like, it'd be scary if they were that big.
Yeah, because I never forget, years ago I got a model of a Lancaster bomber. Lancaster's my favourite plane, so I got tattooed on me. Anyway, I got a proper scale model one of a Lancaster, and I was looking at it and I was like, wow, it's got like all the actual wheel bits, and like you can open the bomb bay doors and you can see inside it and everything. And like, I was like, look, John, there's actually like people in the cockpit. And you can see all the controls, and you was like, yes, Jack, because it's a model. That's how it works. Everything that's on the real one is on this one.
Do you think it's like with men? Do you think it's like a God syndrome where we want to be towering above people and above these little things? We're in control. We can't control the world, but we can control these little things. Maybe, like when you were a kid, you played like Sim City or any of them sort of games where...
I'm going to be honest with you, Matt, that's real deep.
That's.
And I'm a bit mad because I think you're right.
I think that's just caused a very big existential crisis for me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think I do.
I have
like
a lust for
God.
being in charge of small things.
And also thinking about when I used to play The Sims and I used to trap people in rooms with fireworks on their own and then make them go on an island in the swimming pool and not be able to get out. That also makes me think.
Get in the pool. I won't take away the ladders this time.
Maybe I need more therapy.
Yeah.
When someone says something and you take a pause, you just did that. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. That's got me. I think
you've answered a lot of questions in a lot of our lives now.
Yeah, we have to go away and think about it.
Okay. We're all questioning the type of people we are.
Also comes full circle is the fact that we run a podcast about running your own planet. Utopia. Your own planet.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's control. You can't control our surroundings, but we need to feel like we're in control, don't we? So that is maybe where we focus our energy.
Maybe.
I think that mixed in with like trying to be a kid still, and things that you're interested in, as well as that existential crisis as well. Combine it all together, and you've got a good hobby and a few issues probably
things to ignore. We've spoken about that before though. Just like being able to play is a big thing for a man. I think very quickly you have to become an adult and be responsible. Yeah. And like we learned it. We went on holiday not so long ago and just played for 4 days, and it was incredible. Yeah. And I think you're right there, where you need to sort of like just escape a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Where did it all kind of start for you? This like the illustration side of it. Then is that something you've always done?
No. When I was at school, you had to either choose music or art. You couldn't do both, right? Right. So criminal.
Okay.
And I chose music because I just started playing guitar, and that basically set my life on a course to be in the music industry for pretty much all my life up until the age of about 32. And it was during them last few years when it got quite intense that I would be away for like 2-3 weeks, blah, 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 blah. And when I got back, I was living in like some sort of really grotty house sharing Leeds. It was really transient. I didn't know who I lived with. It would change every week. I had no money. I was getting like bits of work in bars or wherever I could. And I had, I couldn't go out because I didn't have any money to go out. So I would just sit and draw. I was shit, but I really enjoyed this kind of meditative process where, the anxiety levels were peaking. My life was dips and troughs of sort of, you go out on stage, you play a couple of shows, you have a really good time, and then you've got a week where you just sat at home, like with no money and no friends. And so I'm getting deep again, aren't I? People are here for the comedy, aren't they? No. Switching off. Yeah. And like, I found this so like relaxing. I could just sit for hours and hours and draw. And, it just took a mental load off. And as I say, I wasn't good, but I think like all creative endeavors, you don't have to be good, you just have to do it. Yeah. And
just be one with it, don't you?
Just be one with it. Yeah. Whatever that is, go paint a snake on the wall, whatever. And it just developed really because I loved it so much. I think if you love something, you naturally become, I won't say better, but you become more confident in your abilities, and you learn skills, and you learn how to use them skills to create. And from there, it just grew and grew really. And I was managing bars for a few years down in London, and I just started wanting to make this my job. I didn't want to work in bars anymore. I was getting into my mid-30s, and I was getting a little bit of like side work, doing a few little commissions for people, and it just sort of evolved.
When did you first like put something out there? Was that like on the internet, or was that like?
Yeah, well,
was it with a?
It's interesting because I have we'll talk about it a little bit more in one of my things in one of the questions later. But I have a mixed love of and hatred of social media. But I put a drawing out on social media. I had a bit of I had a couple of hundred people that followed me, like not loads or anything, but they followed me because of the music I was doing. And this is way back.
I say this like just to cut you off, but 100 people in a room is a lot of people.
No, not in a room, on social media. Oh, in a room.
Think about it in room terms. Like when people
go, 100, that's not a lot of people, but if you had 100 people all stood in front of you, you'd go, shit.
That's the thing. People are lost in those numbers on social media, mate. Yeah. Of like, I've only got 1,000 fans, followers, and you're like, no, that's a lot of people.
But this, but back, and you're right, because back in the day, way before, this is what, 12 years ago. So it's like before the time where we were like slaves to the algorithm, and the algorithm dictated like who saw your post. If you had 100 followers, 100 people saw what you posted, right? So I'd post these wonky photos of, I was into drawing like skeletons and buildings, and people were just really supportive. They'd say nice things. Again, this is like the infancy of Instagram, when it was still a nice place to be, and there wasn't this toxic, people took a selfie, and that was the worst thing about it. Bloody hell, Jeff's posted his dinner again, how boring. Like, that was the worst thing about Instagram back then. So it was
I spoke to I think it was my dad a while back. He's like, because he's come off social media because his head's wrecked, and he said, he's like, I've just got to a point where I'm begging for someone to upload a picture of their tea. Because what a simpler time it was. When
I never really
Margaret
thought
was
about
doing,
that,
I've made a lovely roast dinner. And he's like, bring that back, because now all it is just hate and horrible things.
Yeah.
AI everywhere.
I've cooked some nice dinner. I'm going to slap this really cool filter on it. And all my mates are going to like it. And that's it.
Yeah,
we've all got that photo as well. If we go back on an Instagram, it's a dinner with a filter on it. That is so true.
I took a picture of my dinner the other week because I was hungover and it was banging. I sort of sent it to you, didn't I? I went around my father-in-law's. You do it in private
now. You send it in privately.
I went around my father-in-law's and he did a fucking hell of a roast, and I sent a picture to you and Dad, and I was like, "This is what the doctor ordered for today."
You can start,
and I was
mate,
like,
I'm
gonna start doing that.
OnlyFans.
I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna start putting up just pictures of my tea.
There is only scrams, isn't there? That's an actual account.
And just every time I post it, remember when the internet wasn't fucking horrible?
Well, it's a reflection of our society in general, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the internet's the tool, it's the people, isn't it?
It is that.
A poor workman always blames his Instagram. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's why our numbers aren't going up. It's the Instagram's fault.
Instagram's fault.
So you put a picture out on Instagram,
put a few
and
bits out, and people were supportive. So, and that, they didn't grow any sort of following, but it encouraged me to keep getting better. And keep drawing.
Did you have the aim of like wanting to make it a thing, or was it just like, here you go, I've made this?
Yeah, no, I didn't for years and years care about this being an income source or an income stream, and I think that's why I loved it. Because what had happened with music is this thing that I loved had become a business, had become a potential income stream, and I'd felt like I loved. Like, music wasn't about writing songs anymore; it was about like managing relationships and drinking too much and partying too much and not focusing on the thing that it got you there in the first place. So to get back into art, gave me that creative outlet that I was lacking. And it's interesting now, because now that art is my job, I do love it, and I've managed to, because I do it on my own. It's me. There's no one else involved. I have that peace. But now I've started like playing guitar way more again as a hobby. I've gone back to that, and I'll sit and write songs, and they're awful, but they're just for me, and I love it because I haven't got to think, hang on, who's going to listen to this? Who's this for? What's this market for? I'm just sit at home, my acoustic guitar, play Old MacDonald to my son. He loves it 30% of the time, and my wife walks out the room like, it's great, but that is for me. Creativity is vital for human beings, but as soon as you begin to monetize it, 80% of the creativity is easy. It can be lost.
So where are we at now, and with the Bailgate project? Where are you, like, percentage wise, I guess?
I mean, we're relatively early on. I think I finished. Well, I started building number 9 today, maybe of 30 on one side.
Have you got a target for when it's going to be done? Or
well, I've told myself March. But again, sort of going back to what you were saying about how much money sucks. I have to balance it with getting working. So, like, if I have to stop at the moment, it's good. I have like things that bring in passive income, like print sales, or I just finished some courses. A quick promo. I've got some courses coming up.
Oh, sick.
For those. I've just got some puzzles.
I've seen them. They look a bit of me.
Yeah, they're really cool, actually.
Like jigsaw puzzles of
Lincoln and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So sorry, shameless plug. So these sort of things are going to help to subsidize me being able to sit in a studio for 4 or 5 hours a day drawing. But if them sales start to like slow down, still got to pay the bills. So maybe I'll pull in a couple of commission. I've got like a commission waiting list of people who want me to draw their house or whatever. So I can pull them in if I need to. But all being well, I'm hoping to sort of have a first half at least finished by March.
Utopia Project.
Now then, everybody, I hope you're enjoying yet another belter episode from us this week. I'm here to talk to you about ways that you can support the show for free that will help us to grow into a bigger thing. We're already the biggest podcast in Lincolnshire, and that's because of you. You guys are tuning in every week. You're downloading on the audio, you're watching on YouTube, and that's fucking amazing. What we will ask you to do, whether you're a long-time listener, whether you're a newcomer to the show, just make sure you've pressed that subscribe button. You might have been watching for a few weeks but haven't taken the time to press it. That helps us to grow and it beat the algorithm devils, so we're very appreciative if you can do that. Another thing you can do is you can follow us on Spotify, and another thing you can do is when you're seeing our stuff come up on the social medias, Instagram, Facebook and all that sort of stuff, drop it a like, reshare it, repost it, pop a comment down. We often get a lot of people messaging us like personally in our inboxes and our DMs, but if you pop that on the actual posts, that helps us to boost it a little bit more. So yeah, and we'll get back to you that way because that's great. It is absolutely incredible that people tune in each and every week, and we couldn't be more grateful for it. But if you could just check and do them little things for us, like I say, costs absolutely nothing. So give us a little boost, would you? Yeah, cheers, pal.
Utopia Project.
Shall we get on with your planet?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so for those who haven't watched or listened before, what we do now is we talk about your perfect little planet. What would your planet's name be, mate?
Do you know, this is a tough question, and it reminded me a lot of, when you're a kid and you're trying to think of a band name.
Yeah.
And you're all trying to think of something cool but meaningful, and you're looking through, and I literally got a couple of old books out today, to like a medieval history book, to find something, and I was like, this is so pretentious. And then I thought I'd rope it in with my favourite soft beverage, if that's okay.
Yeah.
That's allowed. Is that, I don't want
Do
to
anything you want. It's your planet.
Yeah. The only thing we kind of do, we're here to advise to make sure that like things don't kind of go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
On the planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to call my planet Tanin 1.
Tanin 1.
Tannin obviously is the in tea, in red wine. It's the thing that makes you dyes your teeth or whatever. So
make like paper look old.
Yeah. So like my favourite soft drink is tea.
Right.
That's it. Simple. There's
Tannin 1.
Tannin 1. There's nothing simple there. There's
Tanin.
Tanin. I think it's one N. It might be two N's.
Yeah.
Tannin.
I mean, we don't need to worry as long as I can read it. It's cool.
Yeah. No, but it's not like sun tanning.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. Sure.
It doesn't matter, mate. Don't worry.
You're not tanning.
I'm a stickler for spelling, all right.
Yeah. No one sees this, but they do now because you've told them.
There you go.
There you go.
Sharpy's going to have to subtitle this. Tanin.
And I only put the one on the end because it sounds a bit more like
planetary.
Yeah,
sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, usually there's no sort of advice for this part anyway from us as the Utopian advisors.
Other than spell check.
Yeah, obviously. For the planet's flag then, mate, what you envisioned as the planet's flag?
Well, again, I've fallen back on food and beverage again, sadly, but I was thinking what to do, and in my I designed this picture in my kitchen a few years back, and it's dead simple. I've got a little picture here for you so you can have a look. I don't know if this is helpful, but it's basically an egg.
Right.
I'll show you that if you want. Can you see it's just an egg?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, if you want to show the camera there
for
us, mate.
Yeah.
It's got like some stripes down it, which are meant to be bacon. So it's like a breakfast medal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty
it's like
smart.
Bacon medallion as well.
Yeah,
that's clever.
Bacon medallion, yeah. So I thought that, with the green, I think it makes quite a nice flag. And again, I'm going to tie this into my food.
Yeah.
Good at this, aren't I?
Yeah.
Eggs. So my national food would be eggs. So, or national dish rather. So,
you can't go wrong with eggs. You have them so many ways. They're good for you. I love eggs. I had 3 eggs this morning. I had an omelette.
Oh, you do right.
Oh, mate, it's all right.
I have eggs every morning. So does my son. We get up every morning. Breakfast is a big thing in our house. We all have a cooked breakfast. Not like a cooked breakfast, but, a poached egg, a couple of boiled eggs. Yeah, and I'm full. I'm full till 12.
Is that your favourite type of egg, a poached?
Do you know? It's the. I think quick speed wise and health wise, a poached egg is super easy, super quick. I'm only doing 3.
Whoa, you said easy.
Yeah.
How do you poach an egg? Right, 2 things I want to bring up.
Okay.
Right, 2 things. One,
How is spelling egg?
Egg 1. Egg 1.
2 things. First one, you said not like a proper cooked breakfast, just like poached eggs. That is a proper cooked breakfast. His breakfast is a can of Red Bull and a fag. So,
Whoa! No, I'm better these days. I have half a pack of milk digestives as well.
Oh, there you go. So, like that is a good cooked breakfast. You should give yourself more credit for that.
Well, you know, I've got. Have you guys got kids? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got kids. Yeah. You know, I'm cooking breakfast in the morning. I want him to have a sharp brain. You know, he's only 5, but you know, poached egg for me. I've gone through a lot of stages in life of how to cook one, but my current technique is...
Oh, tell me.
This is what I want to know. I've tried for ages. I can't do it.
Do you know what? Up until doing this show and doing these questions, I never knew how passionate so many people are about eggs. Like,
Not just eggs, poached eggs.
Yeah, no, but it's just
difficult.
mental.
Do you like eggs? Or do you
I
not?
don't mind. Yeah, I quite like eggs. I've never, ever thought this deeply about it, and so many people have come on the sofa and you guys are like, no, we need to know about the eggs. I'm cool with it.
Yes,
that's
I'll tell you
fine.
what,
but
shut the fuck up. How'd you poach an egg?
I'll make it quick. Boil the water till it's really boiling, obviously bubbling. Really boiling?
Really boiling. Just boiling.
Simmer it back down so it's flat on the surface. Quick spin of the water. You don't need to be making like no vortex to hell. Just a quick spin.
Oh.
Crack the egg in, give it another quick spin, and that's it. Leave it for
no white wine vinegar, no salt,
whatever,
to
no
bind
messing
it.
around, none of that nonsense. No salt. I don't need it. No.
Do you just crack it into the middle?
Crack it straight into the middle, and then I can put the other 2 around the outside. And the
2?
Yeah,
Doing 3 at once?
I'm doing breakfast with children.
Egg fairground, right? Like
a merry egg round.
Yeah.
I want to see your poached eggs though. They come out lovely.
be honest, you only known him half an hour.
Get a pot.
I've had worse offers. They come out nice, you know, runny yolks, solid body. Yeah, they're not
Getting a bit worked up, Bernie.
I'm going to get a poached egg tonight. Do you put any garnish on?
Oh, well, on scrambled, I'd put chives. On a poached, I'd do a bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, let me write this down. Chives.
I've got them growing in the garden, so I could just nip out and.
Oh, you grow them in the garden?
Yeah, I'm that guy.
This guy's got it figured out.
Yeah, he is better than any man I've
Going
met.
back to when you said I want my
mate.
son to have like, you know, good breakfast and that, I'm like literally lobbing Cocoa Pops at my kids going, have that, we were late for school, come on.
Yeah.
So, right, we're going for, we've kind of skipped around here, haven't we? So your national dish and drink then,
Yeah.
tea, poached eggs.
Soft drink, poached eggs. Not poached eggs, just eggs in general.
Yeah.
Are you having an alcoholic beverage?
National?
Yeah, I will, because I do like alcohol. I try and drink a lot less than I used to, because nothing good about being pissed all the time. But I would just, a nice frosty cold beer.
Yeah.
After a long week.
What's your sort of bag? Are you thinking more like sort of your Budweiser light beers, or are you thinking more
You're like an IPA kind of guy?
Do you know what? I worked in craft beer for a few years, and I used to manage a craft beer pub in London, a really good one. You know, it had like 14 keg taps, it had 10 cask handles, and I was so deep in these, juicy bangers and cloudy IPAs and all these like, buzzwords. And then when I moved back to Lincoln and you couldn't get it as much because we were in lockdown, I was just like, I fancy a nice cold lager. And since then, I'm a simple man. A nice, good quality premium cold, like a Budvar or something, pint of. I'm happy. Or a glass of red wine.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Or a margarita.
Tea, eggs, and lager.
Just booze. Lager. Huh?
Yeah?
Lager, lad.
Yeah.
My theory is that people don't really like these lagers that taste of all these flavours. I think it's just more of a bravado thing. I think there is a small subsection of people which like all these beers, but I think relatively, just like coffee, beer is kind of like lagers, kind of the same taste. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know a lot of people who have I know people have a beer podcast, who would disagree. I've not been on it.
Yeah, it's
I
been
wouldn't-
paid off by Big Beer.
Yeah, I'm being paid off by Big Beer here. But, you know,
I'd be a horrible guest on that podcast. I should be questioning everything. This is fake.
I don't, yeah.
I think there's always levels to it of that you can tell the difference, but I can't. I know I can't. That's why I'm like you. I'm like, it's all the same. It's the same with what like wine
Maybe I
tasting.
haven't drank enough.
You
of
get
it.
some people who can be like, no, the year, the grapes that it came from, and all this that with wine, and I'm just like red and white.
Maybe it's like
That's all
anything.
I know.
Like you know,
Yeah,
like,
maybe you're right.
like if you know, like if you're a sound engineer, you can train your hearing, or as you know, as an artist and things. You know, the skill of observing things and what you're seeing and what you're seeing within that needs to be trained, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Same way as if you become an alcoholic, I imagine you've probably got quite an expertise on.
I think that's
Skull.
the other,
Yeah,
other
straight.
side of it where you don't really give a shit what it is anymore.
Well, you know, tomato, tomato. Innit?
Yeah. What would be your planet's national anthem, mate? So this can be like a made-up song. It can be your own song. It can
Yeah,
be.
my music's shit. You know,
Check it out.
You know, when you're a certain age, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm in my 40s now, and you know, from the age of what I can remember, I was into music, and you circle through genres, don't you? You know, you're into this for a bit, and it's a bit like that question. You know, what would you play at your funeral? And it changes throughout life, doesn't it? You know, I was into like indie and Britpop, and then I was into metal and thrash and hardcore, and then I was into like folk. And what I listen to at the moment is all very like chill, right? Because it suits my lifestyle. But a national anthem needs to be something quite like, you know, searing to really get the crowd up, right? So I thought it's In Bloom by Nirvana, but
Ooh.
we don't sing it. Everyone has to air drum the intro, right? So
Yeah,
you know the song?
Yes,
Gang. Yeah, right? I think that would be, and it's just like loads of angry. Imagine like you're at like a footy match or something. I mean, I'm not a football fan, but all like the England fans are like, you know, you'd be like,
Bit like hacker.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of becomes like a hacker then.
yeah, and
doesn't it?
it's, I just thought that'd get people really pumped, you know. Even though it's like, I'm not
How's the
English.
chorus go? It's like,
He's the one.
I
I don't really know the words, but
I don't think anyone does.
I know the tune. I know
The drum bit is
he's the
just-
one
yeah.
who likes to hoover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to overthink it, you know, but I just thought
That's good.
That drum, that is one of my favourite intros of all time. Jag, gagga, jagga, and I thought, yeah.
Has that track kind of stayed within your sort of circular of the playlist as you've kind of gone through?
Yeah, like
Life?
Nirvana as a band, you know, I got into Nirvana when I was like, 12 or whatever, 13. Obviously, Kurt Cobain had already been dead years, but I've always sort of loved Nirvana, but I wouldn't choose to sit and listen to Nirvana at home anymore. I'm not really angry at the world. And but there's a certain I mean I am, but not
You
not
don't
teen angst.
really give off the bravado that you're angry
Yeah,
about.
but there's something about the energy, like especially a lot of music. Now I sound like a 40-year-old person, but when you listen to Nirvana, there's so much energy in them in some of them early recordings that it just doesn't seem to be in music now. And it's just. Again, I don't choose to listen to it at home that so much. When I do put it on, I've got it on loud. So, I put it on the record player and I just blast it up. It's like, fuck, man, that's like moves me. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
there's nothing
just-
better than that feeling of like when you
What you
rediscover something and you're like, shit, this
Yeah,
is.
it's like,
Yeah.
like you said earlier, we're a slave to the algorithm, and I think everything is streamlined these days. And I'm looking for, especially with music, I'm looking around now to try and find something really weird. That's just doesn't sound. I don't know. Maybe is that
Rinse
just
and
us
repeat.
getting older? Like as the kid, but then again, kids are now going to like, and I love this. They're going to like Deftones concerts.
No, absolutely.
There's like 13, 14-year-olds going to Deftones concerts, Limp Bizkit concerts, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, music comes
A
around.
lot of them
I
are
guess,
searching
but
backwards.
They are.
I find more so than like maybe our generations did.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's interesting because you said you sort of do like film editing, right? And I think the same fatigue is happening with like shows like Netflix where everything looks the same. If I see Netflix movie, I'm not watching it, right? Because it's just going to feel like
The
everything else.
palette.
palette,
Netflix has
yeah.
like a palette of like. So AI has like this brown palette. That you
Yeah.
see when you
Yeah,
see it in
yeah.
AI, it's like this brown tinge.
yeah.
And AI and Netflix has that as well, where it's like it's almost too clean.
Too
Yes.
saturated.
Yeah, it's saturated and
Yeah.
crisp, and and I think we're burnt out by it, and we're looking for something Yeah.
It's I've been digging back into like old Hammer horror movies, right? So filmed in the UK, and like they're shit. The acting shit, the script is shit. There's no like, doesn't make sense to our modern brains how they flow. They just look great. You can see London back in the 60s as it is. There's no CGI. There's no way. Everyone's got yellow teeth, but like it's just great. It's grainy and it's gritty, and you have these sets that have been built. They've actually gone out and built these graveyard sets, and they're a bit crap, but there's just something very tangible about it that is just lacking from so much media at the moment.
That's why I always go back to like adolescence has been the biggest thing.
There are some shine
where
things,
I've
aren't
gone,
there?
fucking hell, that's something new. That's something different.
Yeah,
but
true.
it's few and far between, isn't it?
It's Stephen Graham. He's going to be my ambassador.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that.
Good
one.
ambassador.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird 'cause I was talking about Stephen to my mum literally when I went there on Saturday, and I showed her that scene from This Is England.
Yeah.
That
With
scene where it
Milky?
goes. I didn't show her that one. 'Cause that one's hardcore as well.
Yeah.
The one where they go in the shop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
My mum started giggling. I was like, "Hey, this is a serious scene, mum. We can't start getting." She goes, "Oh, it's just the way it is." And like, back in the day, stuff like that. But yeah, his acting is insane.
Yeah,
so
he's so
good.
good.
He's probably top 5 actors for me.
Yeah. He's if he isn't already, he will be a national treasure.
Yeah, we've got a bit all around the houses here. But Stephen Graham for Planet's ambassador. That's cool, man. One thing you would ban on your planet.
Okay. I want to keep it like relatively light-hearted. And I'm just trying to think how to phrase it. The unchecked development of unnecessary technology that doesn't help us stay alive.
I know what you mean. I think I know where you're at.
Let me
Just say AI and be done with it.
but it can't just be AI, because there's been a road to it, and it's been a slow, steady mushing of the human mind. And I think, if we go back sort of pre-industrial revolution, technology was invented to solve a problem. So I have a cartwheel, on my cart, and it's muddy, and I can't take my goods to the next village. So I'm going to put some stones down on the floor. I've got a road.
Mm-hmm.
Practical solution, development of a technology to solve a purpose. And and as time's gone on, this has been the case. All through the Industrial Revolution, it's like, well, now we need to build bigger ships to bring more tea back to the UK, but we can't get the materials from here to the dock. So we're going to need to invent a steam engine that can pull these carts, right? So practical technology. But then at some point, someone thinks that all these resources that we have and all this knowledge should be to create a fucking video of a dancing dinosaur in a tutu, right? And like, this is now what is absorbing the human mind on a daily basis. And there needs to be like a check. It's like, well, you can develop that, but you can't develop that. You can't develop that, and I would take it back to, what do we need? This is a bit controversial, because I love a bit of like space travel. I love NASA. I love all that. But did we need to send someone to the moon, or was that just two guys swinging the dicks around? Right? Was that like, well, here's America, here's Russia, we're going to beat you to it because we're a better country? And then it's like, well,
you could have tried to cure cancer instead.
You could have tried it. Yeah, you could have done with all that money, all the resources. Was it necessary? Did we peak in the 90s? Like, the internet is an incredible thing, but did we need it? Do we need to be more close together? Do we need social media? Again, what we were talking about earlier, it started out great, didn't it? Sharing pictures of food, catching up with friends from 20 years ago you hadn't seen, all that sort of stuff. And now it's a cesspit of abuse and misery and comparison and like influencers and
I would say bots as well.
Bots, yeah. It's just a cesspit of human life. But and this is where it's like my argument falls apart a little bit, because my entire business is fundamentally based on social media.
Because the thing is, because you have to.
Yeah.
If you morally took a stance on like, I'm not going to post on social media, good luck. You're not going to get anywhere. No one's going to see it. You're gonna. That's my problem with the system. Is I am forced to play with it. and it's like it's almost like you're just a small sheep in a herd of sheep. That's what I
Just
feel
trying to
like is
bounce
going
out
off
a little bit.
But we're going off a cliff, and I'm in the middle actually going, fuck, I don't know if this is a good idea, guys, but everyone's going and just fucking going for it.
Yeah.
And I think you need to do it, else you're not going to survive, because that's the way the world is.
As much as I enjoyed earlier that the algorithm spat out at me Stephen Hawkins versus Neil deGrasse Tyson in a WWE match.
That's not helpful.
It's not helpful at all. It's just mush.
Do we need it?
No.
That's the thing. And you get to that point with technology where it's only going to take us two ways. And, you talk about like a Utopia project and it's going to go dystopia. Like there's no happy ending to this constant, unchecked development of technology that has no real function to make us happy. It's not making anyone happy. No one's getting happier. If it's curing diseases and making us live longer, great. But if you're only living longer to stare at like Stephen Hawkins in a WWE match, then like what's the point in living?
Well, if people are happy, people don't want to buy things. People feel content in their life, don't they? It's that weird sort of like, oh no, I don't feel good about myself because I need to buy that.
We're heading to Wall-E world, aren't we?
It pretty much.
Just fat people on a floaty chair watching our screens and eating our...
Me and you are halfway there.
I feel like happiness has been hijacked. We've been made to think that, this new car, this new house, this new shirt, this new clothes will make you feel happy, when happiness should be a thing that is just like a byproduct of you doing something, and then you become happy because you've done that. And I think we've lost that.
People get confused as well between dopamine and happiness.
Yeah.
What a lot of people are selling is the idea of happiness, but it's not. It's you need this, new jacket. You need this, whatever, because it gives you that dopamine for a bit. Same with everything.
That's why TikTok and everything's done so well, because it's just zip, zap, zap, zap.
Again, you replace the word happiness with content. I'm content with my life. Then you're like, well, I don't need to buy that. I don't need that. I'm quite happy doing my thing. Whereas that, for a lot of business owners, don't work, does it?
It's funny because one of the things that people sort of say to me is like, don't you get bored sitting there drawing bricks? I'm like, don't you get bored of staring at a fucking phone for 5 hours a day? Like, I get it. We have to, I have to stare at my phone for an hour or two a day. You're doing emails, you're doing blah, 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 blah. But there's a couple of hours a day that I don't need to be, and I am. And how is that not more boring than creating something? If you spent a year of your life and everyone looks at the phone screen time, whatever, and it's like, okay, you're doing like 3-4 hours a day. I don't know what the average is for a
sometimes
human.
Becomes a competition. Sometimes you hear them conversations. It's like, fucking hell, it's like, you've done? I've done like 4 hours today, and you're like, why aren't you proud of that?
And the thing is, if you get to the end of a year and you add all them hours up and you're like, well, what have you achieved in that time? It's like, well, I'm not saying that what I'm doing is like some sort of epic, world-changing achievement, because it's not. I'm drawing some buildings on a piece of paper, whatever. But like, at least it's something tangible at the end of it that I can say I'm proud of. I feel good about it.
It's an achievement for you, and it's progress for you, isn't it?
And if people in that community enjoy it as well, and it creates a sort of something to talk about, then I think that's more. What am I getting at
valuable?
Here? It's more valuable than what did you do with your year? I stared at a phone. Not I'm not being a dick and saying that everyone should draw pictures, but when people say they haven't got time to do stuff, everyone's got a couple of hours a day where they sit and stare at their phone. So sort of checked tech would be my ban.
Tech without
unnecessary tech,
a real life purpose.
I do think that it should come
tech
across
with meaning. I don't know.
It should come across a board of people that don't have their fingers in pockets where it's like, this is for the well-being.
The palms aren't greased with silver, is it?
On the like an unbiased board which are solely there to say, is this going to benefit us? What are the potential downsides if this goes a bit south?
Well, I was going to suggest an answer for you what you could have on your planet. So an idea, you roll with it how you will. You could call it the Council of Need. And if it is any kind of technological advancement or anything like that, it has to be passed by the Council of Need. And these may be a group of people, like you say, they're unbiased. All they decide on is, do we need this idea? If we do, you may continue. Here is your license to continue. If we don't, I'm sorry, your license is revoked. Leave that idea alone.
My little caveat for that
I think that's good.
if you catch somebody that's took that tech that was for someone's like betterment and for good, and they're making silly videos with it, or they're using it for dicking around and melting people's brains, then there needs to be like a punishment for them, like a prison time or something.
The hands
Realistically
chopped
as well.
off.
Yeah.
Wait,
that
what?
needs to be to me. That needs to be quite severe because it looks like a silly video, but then. Which it's made to make you laugh, and keep you enticed, but then if you sort of strip that back and go, that's one silly video, but look what the fucking state has done to our society. You know what I mean? And the fact like AIs are convincing people, it's all the same technology.
I feel like the Council of Need will be able to see where that idea is going to go without you knowing about it.
Yeah,
they can see the future and they can
AI
go.
would be good for
This will be okay.
An AI council. I think maybe I don't want to sound like I want to completely stifle the progress of technology, but maybe my planet isn't allowed to develop anything.
just sit in your house.
All you can do is draw and play guitar, but not electric guitar.
You eat your tea, you drink your tea, you eat your eggs, you shut the fuck up.
You draw bricks and you play acoustic. That's what you do.
And you eat eggs and you enjoy them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd enjoy it.
When you're being told what you have to do it, it's different, isn't it?
I was going to say, just with what you just circling back to what you were saying earlier about like drawing and not sort of spending so much time on social media. I was like, I'm going to do that now. Anytime I would otherwise get my phone out, I'm going to just draw bricks.
Well, it's interesting to say that
for hours and send them to you.
Yeah. A few months back, I started doing this thing where, because it's habitual, right? You don't even know what you looked at. You just do that, right? So every time I went to pick my phone up, I had a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, right? I'd not read it before. Great book. I'm sure you've read it. And every time I went to pick my phone up, instead I picked up the book and read a page. It's a very readable book. It's a very, very good book. And I sounded like Donald Trump then. It's a very good book. It's a very readable book. It's a good book. It's a great book. It's the best book in the world. It's the best book in the world. It's American, and it worked. I was, but the problem was I read the book really quick, and then I didn't have something.
That says something about the habit of going on your phone. Though,
yeah, right. It just but I'm not saying that made my life any better than that, but at least I remembered reading the book. I remembered the plot. I remember what happened, and it's a very moving story, and I loved it, and it's very relevant today as it was when it was written. Whereas when you have spent an hour on your phone, you can't remember anything. Yeah, right. You're just like, oh, what did I see? And it's why when you accept cookies, you start getting stuff pinged over and over and over and over again because they know that you can't remember. So it's like every time I go on I don't know where I got this jacket from, for example, I go on their website and visit it, and then every time I click on social media, it's 10 ads for it constantly pinging up, right? Because we can't remember what we even see. Yeah.
Is there anything on your plate that you would make mandatory? Equally, you don't have to bring these rules in. Like
I would, like national service.
Yeah,
okay. I would do that, but you had to pick a creative endeavour for at least a year.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I thought you were going to say draw bricks.
You have to draw bricks for a year, and whether that is like painting, sculpture, music, whatever, you just to see if you do, because it has brought so much joy to me and so many people I know. It's shaped my life. It's I've made so many friendships and experiences through creative endeavors that I think a lot of people never try because they just don't think they can. And I think everyone can do something. And even if it means that you go to life drawing with some mates once a month and you all have a laugh and enjoy it, and you learn how charcoal works, I don't know, whatever, it's something, isn't it, to
learn a lot about
focus
yourself,
the brain.
don't you?
I think a lot of people don't get them opportunities either.
No,
there's a lot of people out there as well that are creative and wouldn't know how to make that into a bit more of a full-time thing, or change their style. There could be someone who's in it, like you say, back to what we were saying at the very start of the show, of like they don't know how to, they're in them crappy jobs and want to
do something, but they don't know what. But, it was either that or it was going to be everyone should have to work in a bar for a year. Because I think that is like, again, you see a lot of the world, a lot of people, and I think when you've seen loads of people drunk and you've had to deal with it, I think it makes you a lot more respectful when you're the other side of the bar, or you're in any kind of hospitality situation.
Hospitality, man.
Whether that's McDonald's or like, you know, when you see people being rude to the staff at McDonald's, you're like, you know, you're a piece of shit. Why are you being rude to a member of staff? They're just trying to serve you a burger. And it's like, anyone that's ever worked in hospitality, don't think would do that.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Sharpy?
You know,
I've done my time, and
done my time there.
they give me a lot of complexes around drunk people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But 100%. You do sort of have that respect from being on the other side. I think. I wouldn't be a knob anyway, but I think there's a lot of people that maybe, you know, if they're on the fence of where their life would go and their perspectives and how they treat people, that might sway them. Yeah.
I would say. So obviously that the National Year of Service for the Creative Endeavours, then that's definitely got to be locked in. I think with the hospitality thing, I think maybe it should be done more as a, if you are rude to hospitality staff, you get you work here.
You are sentenced to 1 year hospitality.
Yeah. I think that should be the thing, because there are people out there that don't work in them sectors that are just quite polite.
Quite nice,
and also kind of don't need to be put through that.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I actually enjoyed a lot of hospitality when I was young.
Yeah.
I think as you start to get older, it gets a little bit more, you know, you see the worst in people. I don't think that's a very good way to go through life, constantly seeing the worst in people.
Does give a very negative
cynicism, is that the word?
It's on the back foot eventually, ain't you? You turn up for your shift and it's first person's like, you're right, and you're like, what are they going to say now? And I know what you mean.
That's cool. What would be your planet's yearly tradition? So like, obviously getting rid of like Christmas, Easter, all that sort of stuff. Like, is there anything that you do every year, or
currently do, or just what I would
just
do?
In general, like, or you know, what could be on your planet?
Just before Christmas, we had a pie day.
Tell us more.
Right, well, we made a pie and a couple of margaritas, and it was just we sat and watched a nice film, and it was really nice. And I kind of thought, I might make that a family tradition. We'll have a pie day just before Christmas. Quite like making a pie. Quite good fun. And I thought, well, what about if we made it like every year everyone has to make the biggest pie they can? And invite all their friends over, so it's like a massive
like
pie.
Community pie day.
Community pie day. And everyone just has like a spoon, and everyone tucks in and talks about their day. And
so you don't even like dish it up. You just there's your spoon
just straight in. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you dish it up. I've not.
I quite like that. I like the idea of it being like a 2-day thing. So like Saturday's like party day where you're making the pie.
Yeah.
And you're all collectively making the pie, and then you have a few beers and everything. And then Sunday to nurse the hangover and like the after effects of the party, we collectively eat the pie.
Cook and eat pie.
Well, Sweeney Todd's not invited then.
Yeah.
But like, you could even like make it so massive that everyone's trying to break a record. So you get all the people together and they're all rolling the dough and chucking all the filling in. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
I could do like postcode pies.
It's like it's done within your postcode. Postcode pies. There you go. Just don't know. I think there's a lot of scope for development of that idea. I think no tech.
Yeah, no tech, just pies.
I might start doing that.
Yeah,
that sounds
just
like
you and Matt.
It sounds like a good day. Yeah, we'll just do. I made you a pie, Matt, and I've drawn some bricks.
Why are you in my driveway?
Matt, I made you a pie. Stop ignoring me.
I've got one of your prints, Matt.
Yeah.
I just brought up the world record for largest meat pie.
What is it?
Have a look at that.
10,500 kilos. Jesus.
For a minute I read that as 10 kilo.
That's 10 ton.
Yes, 10.5 ton.
10.5 ton pie.
In Clevedon, in the UK.
Oh, UK. Go on, lads.
Yeah, the largest in Canada,
pie.
the largest pecan pie was 18.8 tons.
I don't trust things when it's like it's meat pie. And it's like, what is it? And it's like, it's just meat.
Well, the thing is, I looked at the images.
In
right?
Superlinks in town, there is they have a cat, and a colleague of mine wanted to buy them because it just says pies of meat.
Wow.
Thing is, I looked at the images, some of these big pies, and they're just, it's like taking up a floor. When is a pie not a pie?
When does it become a house?
When does it become like just a substitute floor? Do you know what I mean? Made out of meat.
It just becomes a balcony.
So I feel like a pie is a circle.
No. So when does it stop becoming a pie, and when does it start becoming a spillage? Because that's just been thrown on the floor, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's spilt pie, that is.
Yeah, these are not pies that we're looking at. Oh, that one looks like.
I don't think if they've had to cook all these pies and put them together, I don't think that's one pie. I think it's loads of pies. How are they cooking that?
Yeah. I'm happy with that though. National Pie Day.
National Pie Day. I like that.
I love Pie Day.
Pie Day.
What is your go-to pie? What do you have?
Well, I guess I eat meat, so I think I like to make a chicken and chorizo pie. It's my favourite.
Ooh, cheeky.
Get them chicken chorizo juices going, and I chuck them onions in, and
Do the job.
We've made him hungry now.
I'm hungry.
Well, look at it. It's the last question now, mate. It's your planet's national treasure. So the idea with this is that imagine a Utopia museum, and on the plinth for Tanin 1 will be an item or whatever to represent your planet. What would that be?
Well, I couldn't really think anything off the top of my head, so I thought I'd, do some self-promotion and put some of my artwork in there. I did actually bring you a print in my bag in there.
I
left it in there. I thought you might want it. It's just the old pub crawl one,
Oh,
I had one knocking around at home, so I've got a little guide in there as well, so you get the full package.
Oh,
Fancy.
fancy. Oh, thank you.
You just turn around and show the camera.
There you go.
It's really cool. I love it. So that's every pub in Lincoln, pretty much.
It's 30 pubs. It's a selection.
Yeah,
a selection.
the good ones.
I'll put that there.
Yeah, it's popular.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
One theme I've noticed from this, you need to have a bit of faith in yourself. You're bloody good at it.
Oh man, I don't know.
Just do it full time. Just
It's
really successful.
I don't know.
I feel like you're beating yourself down a lot. It's real good,
I think
man.
you have to.
Yeah.
Right, and I think it's important to constantly. If I spoke to you how I speak to myself, you'd have kicked me out of this room a long time ago. But if I didn't speak to myself like that, I would be sat on my sofa every day doing fuck all, right? I have to beat myself up. I have to get better. I have to work harder, because otherwise I won't do anything.
Yes.
And I'm not saying...
I feel like,
I'm kind to
mad,
myself.
innit?
I am kind to myself. I give myself breaks. I enjoy my life. I love spending time with my family and doing these like good, wholesome things. And, and I appreciate everything I have. But at the same time, there's always this thing in the back of my head saying, do better, you can do better. And things like that, it's made me exercise more this year, go running, do exercise. Like, I don't want to be like not able to play football with my son when he's older. I don't want to be, not able to run after him if something happens, or help him if he gets in trouble. I want to be the best version of myself. And if that means beating myself up a little bit publicly as well, then it's not a fake humility. I'm not being like, I'm not really any good, I'm just shit. I'm good at what I do, and I work hard at it, and I'm passionate about what I do, but I can always do better. And the moment that I stop thinking that is the moment that I stop developing and creating and coming up with new ideas, right? So I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I don't hate myself. I don't think I'm shit. I know that I can always do more.
Yeah.
Think.
Right, let's recap your planet, shall we?
Yes.
So, your planet's name is Tanin 1, spelt however you want to spell it.
Yeah.
Your planet's flag is the egg medal.
Egg medal.
Yeah.
Bacon medallion.
Yeah.
Or bacon medallion.
Yeah. Your planet's national anthem is Nirvana in Bloom. Your planet's national dish and drink is tea, eggs, and lager. One thing
can we change lager to just like beer? I don't know.
Beer sounds less like you're going to beat your wife up.
Lager sounds like I'm going to go out there and start.
Bad boy, dog boy, don't you know where's your boy? Lager, lager. Yeah. Tea, eggs, and beer.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. One thing you would ban on the planet is unchecked / unnecessary tech. One thing you would make mandatory is a national year of service for 1 year of creative endeavours. And then what was it we said on the side was the punishment for being nasty to hospitality. Your planet's ambassador will be Stephen Graham. Your planet's yearly tradition will be National Pie Day with postcode rivalries. Your planet's national treasure will be the great pub crawl.
There we go.
Yeah, that sounds lovely, mate. That takes us to the end of the show.
Lovely.
Have you enjoyed your stay in Utopia?
It's been wonderful. Thank you. I feel like I've had a bit of a therapy session.
Yeah, that's
I've had a therapy session.
Yeah,
every week for
us.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any sort of exhibitions coming up, or is it just the tapestry you're working on?
Yeah, no exhibitions this year until that is finished. And I mean, yeah, that's all sort of in the planning process. So not really much to say on that at the moment. But you know, if anyone listening is interested in my work, you know, you can find me on socials on Matt and his cat. That's Matt with 1 T. Sure, it'll be in the show notes, right? Show notes. Yeah, I always wanted to say that.
Dream come true. It's another goal off the list, mate.
Yeah. I've just released some puzzles which are really cool. Wood puzzles. They're really nice, and they're on sale now. There's very limited numbers, so they're probably likely to be sold out by the end of the week, hopefully.
So they could be out of stock before this episode's
out. It could be, maybe. Yeah. But you can.
So have you got? What's your website then?
Oh, it's just. I just use Big Cartel actually. I don't know if
okay. Yeah.
So I only have sort of, because my drawings take quite a while to do. I only have like 4 or 5 big products, so they're quite. My prints are massive, the big ones. So yeah, it's just linked on all my socials.
Yeah. Yeah, go buy a fucking print.
Yeah, and I've got a new course. I've just finished filming a course where I walk around Lincoln and I pick a few buildings and I go back to the studio. And it's all been done by a sort of really good production company, and they're currently editing it. And that should be out by mid-November. And that'll be like a download course where you just you pay a one-off fee and you get the whole course. You can sit and do it at your leisure. So that'll be fun.
So just exploring illustration and like tutorials.
If you want to learn to draw buildings, I don't know, draw bricks.
Bit of a Bob Ross type thing.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing 47 bricks, but you can do what you want.
It's basically this brown bricks there.
It's basically me just waffling like this.
Yeah.
For like, I think it's about 8 hours worth of waffle.
Oh wow.
So it's probably. I don't think I'll sell any. Or if I do, I'll be doing loads of refunds. Like, what is this? This guy like verbal Tourette's, whatever it is. But
I'm going to buy it and then make a complaint that I'm not allowed to draw any bricks.
I was promised bricks.
I was promised bricks, man. Where's my fucking bricks?
My bricks, man.
I made you a pie.
What else can I promote? You can cut all this if you want, but if you did want to see any of my work, if you're in Lincoln and you wanted to see any of my work in physical format, there is a large print in this work in the White Horse. There is work in the Tower. There's a Bluestone Art Gallery just up the road on the High Street. They've got pretty much my whole collection in. Last time I checked, if it hasn't sold. Where else? St Paul's Cafe. I've got some of my work in. So there's bits dotted around town that you can look at if you want. I don't know.
Yeah. So everybody at home, go and check it out. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show, mate.
Thank you.
And
for having
lovely
me.
to hear, all that you got going on and all that stuff, mate.
Thanks, man.
Been good.
Thank you for inviting me in.
For everybody at home, don't forget to like this episode if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube as well. We're doing a big push on that. So, yeah, press the button. It's free. It doesn't cost you out. Follow us on Spotify. Review us on the podcast platforms. Follow us on the social media platforms as well, at Utopia Project Pod. Make sure to interact with it as well. Share it to your stories. Share it to your mates. Comment, like, and all that jazz. Grab some merch from the website. Join the Patreon, join the Discord, and support the show in any way you can. We are eternally grateful for those that do. If you are new, stick around. There's lots of different bits and bobs going on. I think that's all of the credentials, isn't it? Yeah. On the couch has been Matt Wright. Working behind the scenes has been producer Vaughnie. I've been Chunky T. Thank you very much for coming along.
I've been Jack Magic. We'll see you on the flip side.
Been the Permanent Sharpie, permanent as always. Now go check out another episode. See you later.
And this has been the Utopia Project. Goodbye.
Welcome to Utopia, please make yourself at home. It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan. There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great. Just as long as we've already let it through our gates. This is our dreamland, this is Utopia. Yet another little podcast for you. It's so wonderful and magical and positively colourful. It's our cheeky show, by now you know. The Utopia Project.